Okay, let's give this a shot. Let me go paste this link everywhere real quick. Discord first. Okay. Okay. And please send. Okay, rad. And okay, I think live stream delete later. Cool. Hello! Yes, everyone swapped to live chat. Hopefully this will all work. Okay, I don't need that open. Get out of here. Alright. I think that's everything. Goodness gracious. This was quite the adventure. Okay, I don't need this. Why is this in CMYK already? That's not correct. Okay. Oh, you're the only one here. Yeah. Alright. Does the link I posted work? I hope so. It looks like it should. Alright. Anyway, yeah, current music is Zelda Wave. It's a lo-fi Zelda remixes. Oh, hello! Good. It worked. I'm glad. I'll just leave that there. Cool. I'm always nervous I'm gonna paste the wrong link and direct everyone to like some weird thing. Okay, this can also hide. This doesn't need to be here. Okay, we've got 2 people. That's enough. Alright. I feel like there was something that I wanted to touch up, but this all looks fine to me. Well. Hello! Excellent. Hi Heather, glad you made it. Oh, geez, don't close that. I want that. Yeah, it's very exciting. In the grand tradition of every cover of the Rune Riders chapter books has something that almost happened on it. Is basically how I approach it. So it's like, this didn't quite happen, but it basically happened, and this looks cool, so. It's probably me being fussy about noses or something. I remember being like, oh, I'll touch that up when I scan it in, and I'm looking now like, what was I gonna touch up again? I was sure there was something. Alright, well, whatever. Hi everyone, thanks for coming to hang out. A lot of this is micron because I'm just too old to do everything in ballpoint pen now. My fingers aren't as forgiving as they once were. Okay. Well, if there's anything else important, I'm sure I'll remember it later. Is this the one I want? Yes. Is there a difference? Oh, one of them's tilted. Okay. Alright, cool. Maybe. What? What are you doing? Stop it. Please. You can go ahead and grab tea, Mochi. It won't be like, it's not like you'll miss something exciting. I'm just gonna be doing this. Hello! Hello, Otter. Okay. Alright. Oh my goodness. Stop doing that! Come back here. Okay. Reminder to everybody to oops, that's the wrong. Reminder to everybody to switch to live chat and not top chat, because it'll default to top chat. But that'll, like, we don't have a problem with randos coming in and attacking, so, like, it's fine. That was a weird way to word that. We're not gonna have, like, trolls or whatever spamming it, which is what that's for, I think, is so that, like, if people seem to be talking too much or whatever, then they get muted. But sometimes that applies to good, upstanding citizens as well. So... Oh my goodness, I need... You to stop misbehaving, please. Okay. Alright, that's fine. See. Yeah, Rune Writers has a store button, or you can go to Shazzbaa.com and the store is the first thing. Chapter books are available there. Oops. Oh, you people are so helpful. Stop grabbing rulers! Okay. Am I just gonna copy these colors, or am I gonna try to make up my own colors like a cool person would? Probably just gonna copy these colors. I mean, I made up those colors in the first place, but... Oh, because it's got some red in it, that's why it looks nice. Let's see here. Hi, Tama, welcome! Okay, that's pretty close to the color I came up with. Alright, let's just go for it. Hmm. Oh boy. I don't know, this would be a pretty useless D&D party, I feel like. If I were their DM, I would worry about their ability to accomplish anything, really. I think that's close enough. It's just gonna... Isn't that always the way? It's like you give your players something easy and then they don't trust it. It's like, oh, we can't trust the bridge. We need to do something else that isn't expected. That's what they want us to do. See, I think the Rune Riders crew has pretty decent problem-solving skills, just like only one of them can fight. So like in a D&D game, they would have some problems because it's usually something that like comes up. Hi! Not this door, I hope. This door is dangerous. Mochi, you're not wrong. Every party has one. Every party has a papyrus. You know, that might actually be true. I don't think Tarth wants to be a paladin, but she'd be a lot better at it than, like, a lot of D&D paladins, really. Yeah, Sev is the papyrus of this party. Why am I on flow 100%? That's no good. I don't know why I'm getting distracted with this. This is not that important. Alright. Oh my goodness. You made it red. Why did you do that? Okay, but if I do that, it makes sense for all that to be not blue. It's much less interesting, though. Well, whatever. I'll get to that. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. It's too green. We do have no tanks in this party. I don't know. Civ can handle that function when he turns into a dragon, honestly. Am I just gonna straight up steal these colors, or am I gonna do my own thing? I think I'm gonna straight up steal these colors because I like them. And then I'll inevitably fuss with it and change my mind. I feel like the important part is that bright red. Someone classified Tareth as a rogue once, and I still really like that. Because most of the times that she's, like, actively helped the party in some way that isn't just convincing people not to do things is by sneaking around and eavesdropping, ironically. So, I think that actually fits really well. I want to know the cinnamon roll classifications for the Rune Riders characters. Like when they have the, what is it? Looks like a cinnamon roll is a cinnamon roll. Looks like a cinnamon roll but could kill you. Looks like they could kill you but is a cinnamon roll. And looks like they could kill you, will kill you. I want to know who's who. Or are they all just cinnamon rolls? This is important Rune Riders lore. I did, yes! Someone's asking about Haircut. Yes, I did. It's all short now. That last one's Jonin. Yeah, I feel like prior to chapter 5, Zero would have gotten categorized differently, but, my boy, you done goofed. No, I want that to be just straight up blue, actually. Let's keep this colorful. Don't put any gray in there. What's wrong with you? Cinnamon roll. Yes, that's true. Tarth is exactly as much of a cinnamon roll as she seems to be. Agree. That's incredibly accurate, Heather. Are you saying Amber probably knows how to kill someone? Where do you think that she learned that? She's been in, like, literally lived in church for half of her life. 1/3 of her life. Ages. Time. Okay. Let's go ahead and get all these dang light sources sorted. Oh my goodness. I don't think they do confessions, actually. Bye, Boo! Heather, you're not wrong. Thank you, Boo. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my goodness. Trying to feel about that. His face stealer episode. But yeah, this is. Oh my goodness, it's happening again. Go away. This is gonna be the cover. It's gonna be different colors from that, obviously, but this is gonna be the cover for chapter 4. So it's gonna say 4. There we go. I'll think about that. Oh my goodness. So is this where we determine that everyone in Rune Riders actually is just varying types of cinnamon roll? Frozen microwave cinnamon roll. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Here. Oh, pretty close. My goodness. Whoops. Did I... Oh, there it is. Why did that go away? Stop that. Alright. I will heartily encourage any Rune Riders OCs. Please, please make Rune Riders OCs. Um, but as for, we've seen some characters who have the tips in their eyebrows. Jonan does. Um, I'm trying to think. I know the elemental lady back in chapter 2 had it, had a little bit in her eyebrows, but you couldn't see it because the lighting was weird. Oops. So that's just a thing. It's like with facial hair, sometimes they get it and sometimes they don't. And nobody really knows if it's like connected to anything because nobody's studying rune writing scientifically. Yeah, so you could have somebody with really bushy eyebrows and the rune writer color in their eyebrows for sure. I don't think Jonan has beard runes. I've gone back and forth on this. There's one stream where I said that he didn't like Word of God, but then I wasn't sure. I'm still not sure, but I don't think that that happens. I think they only have the runes on their scalp, and it's just a roll of the dice whether the color shows up anywhere else. I'm not feeling that blue. Alright, there we go. Yeah! I think you should do it. I approve. All OCs. All OCs should exist. So far there's only one official, I mean, there's only one Rune Riders OC that I know about. I love that. Oh, that's really cool. That's a really good idea. Okay, hang on, hang on. Okay, so life magic. I had a name for this one, but I forgot it. Okay. I might need more room. Um, Witches are the only ones that all have cool names. Memories. Okay, we know what that does, and this is perception. Oops. It's not a good blue. We need a better blue than that. There we go. Okay. I mean, you could do modern AU if you want. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I see some questions. Vision Maker is like illusions and messes. So like Zero can make you feel a certain way, but he can't make you see something that's not there. Vision Maker can make you see something that's not there, hear something that's not there, feel something that's not there, all of that sort of thing. They solely work with perception. Um, Alchemists generally are inorganic things, so you can turn rock into a cool sword potentially. But you like Jonan is both healer and necromancer, and he can combine those two talents to do things that other people with one or the other can't do. It is possible for somebody to be a shapeshifter and an alchemist. It would just be super rare, like Jonan, your special snowflake. So it's possible that you could have somebody who can like turn a person into a rock, but they would be about as scary as Jonan. fuss with some of these colors, I feel like. Yeah, that's a I actually had a character I made who had basically done that. I just never used her for anything. I was so way back before I started this webcomic, I had it in my head that there would be a sequel to this webcomic, and so I had like notes on characters for it and stuff. Um, I don't think that sequel will ever be made because Rune Riders turned out to be enormous. So like by the time we're done with Rune Riders, I don't know if there will be like stuff left to make a whole story about. Um, but it's possible. Um, but so yeah, I actually did. I had a character who had done something like that. Um, Initially. Yeah, it's interesting we haven't seen a Magic Manifest aberrant, isn't it, Thantos? Hmm. Um, but yeah, most of the aberrants have like the powers associated with their respective rune rider. So like we saw the Mad Ghost in chapter 4 was able to prevent Severian from moving, was able to give people visions, was able to give people basically fear. So they kind of end up with a lot of the powers that a rune rider of like rune riders of that type have. Um, the hounds are the only ones, the elemental aberrants are the only ones that are like visually distinct in that way. I mean, if there's a thing you want to do, there's probably different ways to accomplish it, right? So like, you could have a shapeshifter who just uses shape change magic to do their hair. You could have an elemental who puts that element into their hair in order to make it look a certain way. You could have a witch who just makes you think that their hair looks great. I mean, like, there's a bunch of different ways that could go, depending on how you want to accomplish it. Um, Boy. So, like, one power that's come up a couple of times is invisibility. Like, how would you do that? And I think the two ways that are most probable is um, a shape changer or a who could like have it as a really intense camouflage, or a vision maker who would have it as a trick your mind into not seeing you. But different ones would work better in different situations, and they'd have different drawbacks, etc., etc. Um, so there's not really, since there's not really like a spell list, it's kind of just whatever your specific, like whatever this specific rune writer focuses on and creates are the runes that they have. Um, so you do have some freedom to mess with that. Significantly less advisable. I mean, you could also just get your hair done like a normal person. I think that looks better, actually. Not feeling it. There we go. Is that what I want? Didn't get that far in the test. Okay. I like that better. Let's go with that. Oh dear, what's going on? Still has hair straighteners. Look, if witchcraft wasn't illegal, witches would have the coolest shows. Huh, I wonder what even color to make your eyes. Probably there will look. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No, not that color. What are you doing? Okay. No, zombie stage ninjas, that's amazing. goodness. My goodness. I can't believe Rune Riders are just the thespians from Tattered Weave. Okay, how are we feeling about this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I like it. No, let's just in case. Pretty close, actually. How do you feel about making it darker? It feels more consistent though. Gosh. Yeah, I think that feels better. As much as I hate to make all the shadows purple again. Alright. It's fine. What's going on over here? Oh my goodness. Jonan is the sparkliest of all. That's canon. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. Go back to normal. I like how we're pondering, like, oh, what can we do with rune writing powers? And basically we've got, like, the most amazing performing group that is possible. Whoops. Oh, not again. Stop it. Why do I keep doing that? I can't wait for the Rune Riders spin-off that's just like a traveling band. Actually, way back in the day, I really wanted to make why have I forgotten all my words? Some kind of tabletop game with the Rune Riders world. I still want to, I just would need to figure out how to set it up. At the time, I had a friend who was like developing his own system, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll make like a Rune Riders variant, and then we can have where I'll like sell a Rune Riders version, and so then that'll be like, oh, publicize your game, and also give me a way to make a Rune Riders game." But he actually stopped working on that, so I'm like, oh, I guess I have to make my own thing. Excuse. Nope. Nope. Oh, I'm sure it'd be easy to do with Fate. I was thinking, like, if I just stuck it in an existing system, it would be, I would do like some kind of uh, White Wolf thing. Just because the World of Darkness games tend to be predicated around the idea that like you and other people who are also special again, because like there might be one person who wants to play somebody without powers, but if you're playing a Rune Riders game, you probably want to be a Rune Rider. um, but yeah, Fate would probably work for that. Um, okay, this is... Excuse me, please. I've been listening to a lot of Zelda. Let's listen to some other... Oh, well, it'll be more Zelda. That's fine. It'll be other video games as well. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Would actually be a lot of fun to go through and make like Fate style. Shoot, what are they called? It's not. Is it attributes? I don't remember anymore. The thing that is your thing. That 90% of Fate is based around. Um, Aspects. Thank you. Those. It would be kind of fun to like come up with those for existing characters, actually. Dread, welcome! I very clearly have no idea what I'm doing here, but I'm having a good time. I hope everyone else is having a good time as well. I went and made a list of all the different kinds of Rune Riders there are because we were talking about Rune Riders OCs. No, it feels better. Who's saving what now? Oh, this. Yeah, I should. You're right. Since I haven't since I started. I should also put it in CMYK like it's supposed to be. Whoops! Let's see if any of the colors change. Oh, alright, cool. I can't believe Mochi is a cow now. Then that's... We'll figure that out. Still not sure how I feel about these guys being weirdly blue-green. What happens if I make them the color they actually are? Let's just see here. Oops. Not actually sure which one is better. Well, that's exciting. Oh, did I close the other thing I had? There it is. Okay. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that makes sense to me. You know, yesterday I did nothing but scan things, and I still was like, whew, like, it doesn't seem like it should actually be that much of a thing, but I was scanning in stuff for, because all the chapter books, for those who do not know, all of the Rune Riders chapter books in the back have a bunch of, like, concept stuff for when I was developing characters and places and people for the for that, for like the stuff in that particular bit of story. So chapter 4 is the one that has all of the development for Zira, which I couldn't do for chapter 3. Ended up just having a bunch of stuff on Amber, because I'm like, I can't do Zira yet, because chapter 4 is when we like learn a little bit more about him, and actually most of the original drawings of Zira, he did not wear a turban. He had like a hood for a while, because like originally it was just to hide his hair, and it wasn't until later that I was like, oh, hang on, maybe this would be an interesting, like, if it's actually part of Alakan culture, blah 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 blah, and that was like actually a later addition. So like I feel like it would be premature for me to have all the Zira concept stuff in chapter 3, so it's all going to be in chapter 4. But the weird thing is that when I was creating Zira and Yavin, I actually created them together. That they were like, the way that they played off of each other was something that I was already thinking about, and then later realized that it would, like, in the story be a surprise. So like going through and trying to find stuff with Zira that doesn't also have Yavin in it is a challenge. Yeah, we don't really know why they're in cahoots yet, but we know they're in cahoots. Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and confirm that. Hmm. Yeah, not feeling that. Okay. Hmm. %. Of this won't even be seen, will it? Yeah. It's probably not a bad idea, honestly. Okay. Hello, hello! Oh, hi, Capson! Glad you could make it. Hmm. 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 Ah, I'm so glad you like it. I'm very fond of the song. I was very excited I finally got to share it with everyone because it like fits really well. Um I mean, I could put it on in here if people want me to. I usually don't put lyric songs on in here, but it's like Rune Riders related. Huh. Let me pause this for a second. Try again.
When I was a young boy, I was honest and I had more self-control. If I was tempted, I would run. Then when I got older, I began to lie to get exactly what I wanted when I wanted it. And I wanted it. Now I'm having trouble differentiating between what I want and what I need to make me happy. So instead of thinking, I just act before I have a chance to contemplate the consequence of action. And I will turn off, and I will shut down, burying the voices of my conscience hitting ground. And I will turn off, and I will shut down, the chemicals are restless in my head. 'Cause I lie, not because I want to, but I seem to need to all the time. Yeah, I lie, and I don't even know it. Maybe this is all a part of my design. Never since I figured out that I could control other people, I've had trouble sleeping with both eyes closed. And if I ask permission, if I make sure it's okay, I promise I won't slip up this time. You can trust me, but never take advice from someone who just admitted to being devious, who just confessed to treason. And I would also never ask a question that I cannot ask myself, or it might dirty up your conscience. 'Cause I lie, not because I want to, but I seem to need to all the time. Yeah, I lie, and I don't even know it. Maybe this is all a part of my. How can you say those things? Why can't you just believe? And how can you say those things and keep a straight face? And how can you say those things? Why can't we just believe? And how can you say those things and keep a straight face? And I will turn off, and I will shut down, burying the voices of my conscience hitting ground. And I will turn off, and I will shut down, the chemicals are restless in my head. 'Cause I lie, not because I want to, but I seem to need to all the time. Yeah, I lie, and I don't even know it. Maybe this is all a part of mine. 'Cause I lie, and if I could control it, maybe I could leave it all behind. Yeah, I lie, and I don't even know it. Maybe this is all a part of my design.
There it is. Okay, I'm gonna put Luigi back on. It's a good song for him. You know what? I think that might. Yeah, that looks less cross-eyed. Okay, that's looking decent. I feel like I probably need some more colors in here, but... Oops, that's the wrong layer. It's a good start, anyway. Oh, hi, Engel! Bye, Tama! Heads up that I will probably need to leave soonish, because it is getting close to dinner time on my end. Hello, hello! What? No, live chat. Stop it. Everyone make sure to change to live chat, because if it's top chat, then it hides some replies, which is fine if you've got like 5,000 people trying to talk to you all the time. And it weeds out spam, but like, we don't really have a problem with spam here, so I want to be able to hear everyone. I'm not leaving yet, I'm just gonna have to leave soon. No worries. So, we can hang out for a few minutes. Plus, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, I need to sit on this for a little bit and come back to it, because coloring is still something I'm getting the hang of. Also, Rob and I highly approve, and I'm very excited to see. You have to ping me when you've finished it, because I want to see it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I need to look up, what bright hair dye. Okay, what's the best way to say this? The Rune Riders world is not 100% like medieval, but it does have a limited access to, or Middle Ages is technically the time period I picked. But like there's limited access to things that wouldn't have been possible in that time period. So I guess I need to look up like what bright hair dye is made out of, because if it can be made out of natural materials, then I would say sure they could have that. Because they would definitely be, with Rune Riders existing, there would definitely be people who would want to. Rune Riders can't use hair dye, but other people can. Oh, dude. Just go pay a Rune Rider to shift your color. It's like getting a perm. You just go in once a week, like, oh, I need this touched up. I love that. Okay, yes, that's the same basic thing. That's cool to know. Wow. Alright, I didn't know that. These streams are so educational. Alright. I wonder. Oh, this is for the chapter 4 cover. No, I don't like the black. I'll change it later. So these are going to be like pink or whatever, but this is going to be the chapter cover. Let me actually get the colors this is supposed to be. Okay. It's the tiny one. This one. What? Oh, don't do that. Come on, buddy. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna look something like that. Oh, hey, Novo! Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of purple. I feel like the red like adds a necessary second color, but like I feel like I need something else because right now it's very purple. But this is the sketch. Let me get the other version so you can actually like see it. This is where I was making sure I could get like a good color scheme for it. We want that version. Oops. So yeah, that's the original sketch. Was that. And then I was like, no, this needs to be like zoomed out a bunch and tilted over. So that's more interesting. So yeah. This had more of that light hitting. I might need to pull some of that in to... Yeah, because that makes you see zero better, so I think I'll probably do that. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that was the sketch that I did. How did I do the Rune Riders font? Honestly, this is just a thing I created myself, for this. Oops, that's the wrong tool. For the thing that actually says Rune Riders, I just looked at a bunch of, like, Norse runes and how they connected to each other, and I made up a thing. I have somewhere on my computer, I won't open it right now because it might take a million years, I have an enormous file of where I just, like, took the sketch and I went over it with vectors so that I can put that same logo on everything. And so whenever I need to use the logo, I just pull that out again. So I made that myself, which is why it looks like I made it myself, but I'm pretty happy with it. This font is called America. I got it off DeFont. I'm pretty sure it's from DeFont, DeFont.com. I really like just going and browsing a bunch of different fonts and stealing cool ones. But yeah, America is the font that I use for like most Rune Riders related things. It has like a nice style that matches well, even though some letters are harder to read. I don't care. And then the font that I use for the text or the dialogue in word balloons and stuff is obviously my handwriting. Let me see. Thank you, Engel. But so yeah, that's how that all happened. But so yeah, that's how that's gonna be. I'm gonna try and get some more colors in it. Make it look nice. But then this will be, yay, chapter 4. Also, I have to draw Zero sweating more because that's always an important aspect of anything. Let me actually see what happens if I just... Oh, that's way better. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I didn't do those ones apparently. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Please, anytime I do these streams, please feel free to ask me any questions that you have. Or frankly, if you have questions about comic-related things and you want to, like, ping me in Discord or something, be like, hey, Shaz, I was suddenly lying awake in the middle of the night wondering why you made this decision. Like, I love talking about my comic, please. Ask me anything. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna need to redo the swirly parts, but that's okay. Stop. Look, I'm serious. I love talking about my comic. I'm always happy to answer questions about it. Or frankly, if you're like ever trying to make a comic and you're like, I need help with a thing, please feel free. I won't always answer right away because I might be busy, but like, if you have questions about a thing that you want my advice on and it's like comic related, like I won't be angry if you ping me, as long as you don't ping me like 5 hours later going, why haven't you answered yet? Then I'll be angry. But you're just like, hey Shaz, I have a question about blah blah blah. Like, please feel free. Sometimes I'm just lurking. And sometimes I won't have any idea, like, what to do. Like, full disclosure, I'm not by any means an expert. I'm just a person who made a comic. So I can tell you, like, oh, this is my experience, but... I've definitely at times where I'm like, yeah, ask me anything, and people are like, cool, what about this? And I'll be like, heck if I know. I mean, you know, caveat that I might not know, but... That is true, Dread. Okay, that looks better already, actually. Oh boy, I feel that. I've had a pretty decent number of characters come about from like a thing I wanted to play, but also I know I'm not gonna be able to. I don't think anyone in Rune Riders is that. Nayunthe was a D&D idea, actually, but you don't know what her deal is yet, so... Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like, well, I mean, like, I think most of y'all know I literally played Jonin as a D&D character, like this alternate universe Jonin who lives in this D&D world. Um, yeah, it can be really good for like, it can go one way or the other, because I know like, um, for Jonin, actually, they ended up being really different characters, just because stuff happened to him in the game that was very different from what's happening to him in the comic. And so I'm like, yeah, cool. I like have a really good idea of how to like think in this guy's brain, but also like these guys are super different people now. Um, yeah, Lord Jonan of Thaden was a necromancer from the province of Thaden and Kamar, and who was cursed. And so he had the whole lip seal thing, but it was like a curse from some entity that wanted him to like learn to be a better person, basically. Um, yeah, because he mellowed out and like so he's saying Joan and the Lich seem much nicer. Yeah, Lord Thaden kind of mellowed out a lot and made friends, and Jonan of Ruzan hasn't done that currently. But yeah, Jonan of Thaden accidentally got himself turned into half a lich, sort of. Um, Whoops. So he's undead, and then I had to like start trying to keep them separate when I post it, because like if you go on my Tumblr and you look for the tag Lord Thaden, he pops up a few times, and I had to like be like, Lord Thaden is different from Jonan of Ruzan because Lord Thaden is a lich, and I don't want people to think that like, oh, eventually Jonan's going to become a lich. No, they're different characters now. Because I know I would be disappointed if I was like expecting that and then it didn't happen. Jonan has his own stuff going on. It's fine. Um, yes, that's correct, Robin. He's basically Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I gotta stop closing this. Stop it. I don't even know what I'm doing that's making that happen. Um, but yeah, so that was fun. But like originally, they started out with very, very, very similar. They just had some like different backstories, because I think the biggest difference is that Lord Jonan of Thaden is obviously nobility, whereas Jonan of Ruzan does not have any actual political power. He just threatens people with zombies. Um, His paladin girlfriend is a sword-wielding belle. You know that actually works really well. I read one of the Xanth novels. I think I was, I missed the age group where I would have appreciated them the most. It's like there's some stuff about him that's really clever, and then there's some things that were like frustratingly handholdy to me. And I'm like, oh, if I were younger, I would have been really into this, but I'm like, missed it. Hang on a second. Yes? Yes? Oh, okay, you're right there. Ah! Alright, it is dinner time for me, so I am gonna save this before I forget, and I'm gonna stop streaming. But thank you guys for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I finally got it working. Seems like everything worked out okay, so thank you so much. This was fun. Oh, yeah, there's the Sans here. Here he is. Alright, thanks guys, bye!